Welcome back, ladies. Uh, Pushed pretty far last night to get as much of the soybeans in this field done as possible. I ended up coming up with two full wagonfuls. So we pushed it a little too far, I think. Definitely getting the dew on the stalks and tough cutting. Had to slow her down a couple notches just to get the rounds done that I wanted to. But anyhow, we are going to burn into the co-op, hopefully not meet a bunch of traffic this morning, because everybody has the same idea. And get these wagons dumped so I can get this field done. Now, I mean, about 10 o'clock in the morning, usually everyone's starting to go with beans. Most of the guys have big shops, put the wagons in, so they were in there at 6 o'clock, type deal, or the semis or tarps or whatever. And I've been thinking about upgrading my wagons for the reason of being able to hold more, for one, and two, being able to have a tarp on it. The tarp would be handy like this because I got a little dew on the top of the wagon. It's alright. Most of it should have burnt off a little by now. But yes, burn out beans. That's the last field of beans. I know I'm kind of bringing you in because editing that video, I didn't like much of it. So I got my other field of beans done. We burned and got a couple of the custom field of beans done. And last field of beans for myself, and then we're back to corn. It's going to be great to bust this corn out and get it into the dryer early, if I can get it done early, and see if I can't pick up a couple small fields of corn somewhere else to kind of do as a custom contract. Now, I have yet to buy the tractor. Like I said, that's going to be spring. Probably buy some wagons in the spring, maybe winter. We'll see what comes up through the magazines and everything like that. Kind of look for some good deals. But I have been in the talks of renting some more ground. I'm not going to throw too much out there right now because I don't need you guys going and horking up on it. But, I don't know. We'll sell these beans quick. It is what it is, today's market. I don't want to store any of the beans. And yeah, I guess keep trucking along. Oh boy, finally get to go back and get going on corn. Time to get the platform head off here. And ladies, just a little mishaps happened. I don't know how many of you are farmers, but a 36-inch row, how do I want to say that? A 6-row planter at a 36-inch row spacing is the same as a 8-row 30-inch planter, right? Question mark? Maybe, maybe not. But anywho, so with the RCR, it takes account for the width and not necessarily just where you put in the rows. Well, that looks like butt. And I figured out why I was always off 2 rows. So being off those 2 rows, I have to run an 8-row corn head, which is fine for now. So we're going to go bust this corn out, and that field over there, the big one, has got to get handled. And I will get everything set up correctly for the spring. But that's just a little public update here. Alright, so we got the 8-row corn head on. I did not put the duals on. Chill. Everything's going to be fixed here in the spring. Trust me on this. This I know. And back into character. Well, ladies, corn head's on. I'm not even going to take care of the beans right now. We got a little bit of time. I'm going to get this field over here opened up. I didn't even take the snouts off the platform head yet. So yeah, I'm excited if you can't tell. Get into some more corn. This is our money maker here. The beans did alright, but I mean, to be realistic, beans are crapshoot right now. The reason why I'm excited about corn, we are able to hold on to it for a little bit longer and get some more money out of it. Ooh, am I right? No, I'm not. Off one row, and I blame that on the ground squirrels. Little craps eat the crap out of my end rows. Come back, grab that one row. I think it's right there. I think. We're gonna give it a shot. Alrighty. Kinda take it easy here, because I gotta make sure. I think I'm still off a row. Anywho, we'll just have a row of shame for a bit. Try not to put that snout into any trees over there. But, yeah, see, there it is. Those damn ground squirrels. I was wondering. That row's out there. I shouldn't even just say ground squirrels, but they're the ones that burrow into the ground and eat this crap. The squirrel probably came out and got it when they were growing or something, you know. But a ground squirrel, definitely dead now. So with this little crossing here, it's a really good spot to do my turnaround to a point. Because if I was thinking about it, when I was planting, I could have just kind of made a little swoop here. A swoop-de-whoop. But normally you're not going to go straight in, and I need to remember that. So now is where we sit here and fight our way over 4 rows at a time, roughly, maybe only 2. Kind of just, you got to pick it out and see how the angle kind of works here. But you want to go at a really slow speed and a very sharp angle, like this. Give it time to get in there and not knock a whole lot of corn over. And we will get spun around eventually. I mainly want to open up this corner because I don't have I got to take the wagons to the co-op yet and get rid of the soybeans. So I really don't want to go crazy there. Gonna come in a little bit more here. I did do 4 times around on the end rows here, so I know about how far I got to go. I'm kind of getting in a little too far. I think right there is my gap. It looks to be. I took another row from the other one. But this would be a great spot. If you look, yeah, it's the big tree there. It bubbles out to the right, and then we swoop around that valley with the big tree. So that's kind of like my long rows are on the left, my short rows are on the right. And that's exactly where I want to cut through and hopefully hit the end rows there. Because then I can work on my short rows today. It makes you feel like you're getting a lot done. When you, in reality, you're not covering a whole lot of bushels there. You're covering more. It's not even more acres. It's the same. They're just short rows. Alright, easy rod. Don't back over any corn. The mirrors are not set up right on this combine. Need to remember to do that. Getting way out here. Don't hit any trees. I think right here. Come on. Don't do it. Don't do me like that, Harry. Come on now. Alright, I think we're golden. We're just going to push through and see what happens. It's the only issue with the 8-row head. You're those outer snouts are out there a bit more. You can't really see the gaps of the rows as easy. But I should be able to distinguish what rows I'm on up here at the end for sure. How much room do I got? Okay, we're good. We're gonna go down a ways. If my memory serves me right, this corner has a pretty good chunk of grass on it that I can use to help me turn around pretty easy. Just got to make sure I got enough room in the hopper so I don't get any cap corn going on here. Oh, a little hail damage there, huh? If you guys remember from the spring, getting a couple of them storms coming through. That was pretty brutal there. I'm surprised the spraying guy didn't say anything to me. Okay, the curves is where it kind of gets to be a pain, because if you go too sharp, the snouts kind of poke through and want to twist those. So if I run like this, oh, easy, easy, back up. I think I'm just going to keep the angle like this, go slow, so that way I give corn time to get where it needs to get. That gave me enough room to turn around. I'm going to leave it a mess because I don't think I'm going to be able to get all those rows there. We'll give it a shot like this. Yeah, I think we're golden. Nope, definitely not golden. Okay, we're just going to run with it. I think right here. Ooh, a little corn there on that corner. A little more corn there. Alright. Alright, chill. Don't worry about that row of shame. I don't have a grain cart driver, otherwise it would get handled. I don't think it's yielding worth a crap, but you'll get that when you don't have any lime on it. I miss combining RCR corn. It's so pretty. There's the hail damaged area. I'm glad it kind of just like isolated it in a few spots. I'm really surprised that it wasn't like half the field, or you couldn't tell where the storm went or something like that, and they're just isolated spots. But whatever. Not my game, not my baby. Doesn't that look so much better? I'm going to do that 2 more times, left and right, and we will be opened up on this end. I do have to swing that around to the big tree you see to the right. I guess I could have done that already, but due to restarting and I already had this field planted, I did not lime it, so we're not going to yield worth a crap on it, which is actually going to save me a lot of time hauling corn back and forth. It is what it is. The series will continue on. But if you ladies have not gone and checked out Thundar's RCR, go join his Patreon. And either tier will get you the mod. The difference between the tiers in the Patreon is the assistance you get. And we now have it set up for a 4X map that it is working pretty good. We are continuing to test through and make changes where it need to be. There's a lot to go on before this is a public release and is going to work. The wizard himself is trying to make it super easy for anybody who does not have any modding mapping experience at all to be able to put this into a game. When we get to the final stage, I will do a video on how to implement this into your map, whether it be a 1x or a 4x. Right now, we are not going to go any higher than a 4x map due to the game limitations. Keep that in mind, ladies. It's not us, it's the game. 16x maps are very hard to run, and on a 4x map, we are already on a 16x GDM size. So, if you go any bigger than that, it gets very difficult. Ah, look at that. I love seeing the rows open up. It's money, baby. Golden money. Alright, gotta just back into this cut and try to get that outer row over there. I think right here. I think I'm right. I think I can. And this is where it gets difficult and could potentially bog down your combine or head, because you're bringing in a lot of them rows without row shut off, and got to send all that through the combine. So you just got to take it easy on your final row of the end rows to make sure you don't plug it. Because trust me, ladies, unplugging a combine is not fun. It's as bad as like, just think of untangling a round bale the opposite direction it was rolled. That is like unplugging a combine. I got a little bit more room in the hopper. We are definitely making it to that tree. I got confidence. Let's see here. Yes. Perfect. Easy there, kids. I think I can run this one all the way down to the tree and be just fine. We'll see. No cab corn is the goal. Shoot. Big corners, can't see where I'm going. Ooh. Maybe not such a great idea going in that way. Right away. Got a few lines mixed up and need to fix the mirrors on this stupid combine. Alright, perfect. We are going to skip-a-doo our way right over this tree and get everything kind of knocked out to it. So that way I got a good line, good opening. Corn's yielding like crap, so we're just going to keep trucking right along here. I'll be able to use the beginning of this ravine here to help myself get turned around and everything. Why does that look so much wider there? Like something weird happened. Anywho. Crank it. Nope, never mind. Combine doesn't like to turn as sharp as I'd like it to turn. That happens every now and again. Oh dang, I was sitting good yet. Should have kept going. Finally on the last pass of this half anyways. Let's just call it that way. Gotta get done with this. As long as nothing happens, I'll get the soybeans to the co-op, and now that we're on the corn, I can push into the dark quite a ways with this. So kind of been thinking about when I come back from the co-op, do I focus on this corner of the field? I mean, you know, it'll probably be noonish by the time I get back. I think I could bust this out before it gets too late, so I was actually going to continue opening up the field and make a couple cut throughs just so I know where I'm at before dark, and then I don't have to fight that in the dark so much. To me, that sounds like the best case scenario. Well, it wasn't too much rain, so we're just going to carry on here. Where's my big tree? Oh, there's a perfect gap. You find one of those perfect gaps and it's like, you just gotta run with it. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna get me down to the tree though. It does seem like it's taken me a while to get anything done. I mean, maybe I'll stop and get this video out here soonish, but I'm just super excited to get through this corn. Coming in pretty good here, and hopefully get enough money that I can make a purchase, but it rains one more time. I'm just gonna have to pull a trigger on something. I'm ready to have my second tractor to start chisel plowing here and get a couple of those other fields done. The biggest field, the one I'm in now, will definitely be going to soybeans next year. Yeah, I'm hoping the market will flip around, but definitely going to have to get a bin or two built to house some more soybeans. I'm not going to be selling them right away again. So when I go ahead and sell the soybeans or store the soybeans, I'm pretty much putting it in my savings account. If this year works out, I will have enough money to purchase the things I need, plus the seed, and possibly rent out another couple acres here somewhere. Like I said, I'm working on it, but yeah. So everything works out, I'll have some soybeans to sell when the market goes up, usually in winter sometime when, you know, not everyone's selling or they figure out how much they all have and everything. But I do plan on upgrading the farm as we go here. Where's that next gap? Right there. Found it. Ooh, hey, nope, don't lose it. Don't lose it. The second you look away, you're not going to find it again. And nailed it. But definitely hitting the 12 row corn head or 12-row corn planter, and possibly looking at a drill for beans. I know it sounds like a lot. Tractor, chisel plow, cultivator, planter. I'm going to be burning through my money this year, and that's why I'm picking things up. With the 8-row corn head, I now have set up for the guys with 8-row corn planters. I don't need to go down to a 4-row, which I really like that idea. Most people are only running 6 rows and bigger, so with the 6-row corn head, I am fine with that also. Obviously, my platform head, we are golden, so I kind of forgot what I all said in all the other recordings I did. I'm going to figure all that out when I edit the video. I might have repeated myself a few times. But anyhow, ladies, I'm going to burn this field out, and we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Till next time, ladies. Deuces.